After walking into a room, you become the center of attention, not just for what you say, but also just because you are there. How do you feel? Have you ever hoped that you were more appreciated and paid the respect you deserve? You're not the only one if you said yes. A lot of people in today's world feel like they aren't important or respected, like they don't exist. You don't have to accept this as your fate, though. We will start a new trip together today that is both exciting and difficult. Along the way, we will learn how to use the most important lessons from Stoic philosophy to develop a strong sense of self and an undeniable presence. You're not trying to get attention. You're just trying to develop long-lasting thoughts and actions that will make you more respected and better on the inside. This movie shows 10 basic strategies that have been used for a long time and can help you change how other people see you. We will also talk about how these techniques can change how you see yourself, as well as how other people see you. Come with us to face this task. Watch this video all the way through to show yourself that you are ready to move forward, even if the trip is hard. Making a moment isn't enough. You need to build a strong, long-lasting presence and leave a mark on people's minds. Are you all set? Leave a message that says, "I'm ready," and then start your trip right away. The first thing you should do is take care of yourself. You can't love other people if you don't love yourself first. It's not selfish to know how to take care of yourself. You can help other people more if you take care of yourself first. This is not only good business advice, it's also a basic rule for living a happy, purposeful life. Self-awareness is the most important thing you need to take care of yourself. Take the time to learn about yourself, from your most basic wants to your purest soul's desires. Once you know what you need, you can start to care for and grow yourself in a meaningful way. When it comes to your body, taking care of yourself means living a healthy life with balanced meals, regular exercise, and enough sleep. When you take care of your body, you not only feel good, but you also look good, which makes people want to love and appreciate you more. To take care of yourself mentally, you need to regularly feed your soul. Reading, meditating, or doing things you enjoy are all good ways to do this. When you feed your soul, you feel calm and sure of yourself, which makes you attractive. Last but not least, keep in mind that self-care is an ongoing process. One of the great Stoic philosopher emperors, Marcus Aurelius, said, "Our life is what our thoughts make it." When you keep investing in yourself, you not only make your life better, but you also become an example to those around you. That is, in fact, how you make people not beg or wish, but deeply respect and value you. Strategy number 2, try to stay calm and collected. The greatest remedy for anger is delay, said Seneca, a great Stoic philosopher. This advice has a lot of power to help us deal with difficult and stressful situations. Being able to keep your cool and not let bad feelings take over is more important than ever in today's world, where we can be swept away by them at any time. Think about a busy day at work. You show up late to a meeting and get mean looks from other people there. In that situation, your gut may tell you to do something bad. But don't worry. Take a deep breath and give yourself some time to think. Then you can take charge of the situation. People around you admire your ability to stay calm after what you said, which not only eases the stress, but also makes them feel better. Be still and know that "I am God" is a Bible verse that has a similar meaning. To be quiet is to be humble, but it's also a sign of inner power. Giving ourselves and the world around us time to think and understand better is possible when we accept silence. Developing calmness and self-control is not only a way to get better at being ourselves, it's also a way to connect deeply with good spiritual ideals. It's how to live your life and how to get other people to love and respect you. Being calm during a storm is not only in line with a mindset that dates back thousands of years, but it also makes people more likely to respect and love you. Join the talk in the comments by telling us about the problems you're having and how you deal with them in a calm and peaceful way. We forget how valuable time really is because the world seems to be spinning all the time. Once you lose time, you can never get it back. But did you know that if you value your time correctly, you not only make better decisions on your own, but people will also respect and appreciate you. Think about the day when you'll be great at controlling your time. People will not only look up to you, but they will also do everything they can to be with you and learn from you. This is not just a promise. It is what will happen if you use the Stoic way of managing your time. Third strategy, putting value on your time. Imagine that you are in the middle of a storm, but don't move at all. The chaos around you doesn't affect you. This picture is a metaphor for the problems we face in life and how we need to deal with them. Even though we can't change what happens around us, we can change how we respond to it. The people around us admire and respect us when we stay calm, when life changes. Think about a boss who is in a tough spot that could mean the end of the business. The team is becoming less stable because of the stress caused by the rumors. Not giving up when things get scary. This boss calls a meeting with everyone and stays calm. They give the truth, put an end to gossip, and make a clear plan of action. The team feels safer, less afraid, and more confident as their peace spreads. So how can you keep your cool and stay calm? Accept the stop first before you respond to anything. Stop for a moment. This short break gives you time to gather your thoughts, think about what's going on, and decide how to answer instead of react. Second, try being more aware. Mindfulness or meditation practice can help you stay cool, even when things are going crazy around you. Third, take charge of what you can. Remember that the only thing you can change is how you respond. Focusing on this can help you feel less helpless and less anxious. Fourth, change the way you look at things. Don't see tough situations as threats. Instead, see them as chances to live by your values and get better. Fifth, learn something from every situation. Think about what happened, how you dealt with it, and what you can learn from each tough situation. This practice of thinking about things helps you stay cool and collected in the future. Stoicism isn't about hiding your feelings or not caring about what's going on in the world. It's about figuring out what's important, focusing on our smart responses, and winning the respect and appreciation of those around us in this way. Watch a world that not only respects you, but also wants the peace you represent while you practice staying cool. Fourth strategy, learn how to listen actively. How well do you listen? Imagine you're talking to a friend who is talking about a personal problem or a tough inner battle. You choose to stay quiet and pay full attention to what they're saying instead of looking at your phone or thinking about what to say next. Some of the time you ask helpful questions that show you're not only listening, but also getting what they're saying. As a result, you make them feel heard and understood. and you also connect with them deeply. Because at that point, you've really become a safe place for their soul. Active listening isn't just a skill, it's a necessary part of becoming a free and happy person. Following the ideas of the Stoics, you should see every talk as a chance to learn, both about the other person and yourself. When you really listen, you show that you are humble by being open to other people's thoughts and feelings. So how can you make active hearing a bigger part of your life? Take charge of your own feelings and thoughts first. When you start talking to someone, remind yourself that your goal is not to answer, but to learn. Next, work on paying full attention by watching body language and feelings that aren't said as well as listening to what is being said. Wait a little while longer, because quiet can be stronger than words sometimes. Philosophers throughout history, including Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca, have stressed how important it is to listen, both to others and to oneself. They thought it was an important part of having a good life. You're not just getting information when you listen, you're also opening up your mind and heart to learn from every talk and experience. Now answer my first question. Do you listen well? There may have been times when you listened to someone and gave them help. Leave your deep thoughts in the comments area. Strategy number 5. Learn new things all the time. Seneca said, "As long as you live, keep learning how to live." This timeless advice shows how important it is to keep changing and improving yourself in life. Adopting a lifelong desire to learn is not just advice on the road to self-discipline and self-improvement. It is a way of life that will earn us respect and appreciation from those around us. When we decide to keep learning, we not only gain more information, but we also grow a deep understanding of the world and people in it. This makes us more valuable to others and helps us change how we act and think so that we are more in tune with nature and society. The noble task of education, which is the art of teaching and inspiring thought, is very important in this process. Sharing our knowledge and experiences not only helps others learn, but it also makes us feel good about our own worth. Every lesson and story we hear becomes a mark that confirms what we already know and how we think about life. But ongoing learning isn't just about getting more information. It's also about building character by learning to be patient, grateful, and accepting when things go wrong or things get hard. Stoics teach their followers to see things from different points of view, so they can turn every problem into a chance to grow. People around us see us as more valuable when we take on the noble task of education and commit to a life of learning. We also make the world a better place by doing this. This not only helps others recognize our help, but it also lets them know that we are there for them. People see you as valuable not only when you show that you are strong or in charge, but also when you share your knowledge and understanding and make others feel like you are more valuable. People around us treat us with respect and love. This is not a quick or easy process. You have to keep going, be brave enough to face your fears and failures, and really want to get better every day. Taking the time to learn and grow not only adds to our knowledge, but also makes our minds bigger, which is the basis for a worth living life. But before we go on our journey again, I'd like to thank you for watching the first part of this video and coming along with us. Don't stop now though, let's keep going and look at the next principle. Embrace authenticity. Being authentic is the basis for all important relationships. Please share and like this movie to encourage more people. Together, we can build a strong and joyful community. The sixth strategy is to be yourself. Did you know that being honest is the most valuable thing you can have? If you want to be a writer, Epictetus said, write. It's about doing what shows who you really are. This method is more than just a plan. It's a way of life that helps us value ourselves and allow others to do the same. Take the example of Patrick, a graphic artist who works on his own. In the beginning of his work, Patrick felt like he had to make products that people wanted instead of ones that he really loved. So even though Patrick was making a lot of money, he felt empty and lost his artistic spark. Patrick chose to change things one day. He started working on personal projects that showed off his unique style and creative point of view. At first, he was afraid that people wouldn't like this new, more personal style, but the opposite happened. People in the design world started to notice and admire his work. Many of them said that each piece was so real and knew that it was. The story of Patrick shows how important it is to be real. When we dare to be ourselves, we not only attract people who are like us, but we also make an effect on them that lasts. Being authentic shows what we're really like and helps us connect with others on a deeper level. This makes a space where everyone feels valued and respected, not just ourselves. Remember that your honesty is the most important thing you have in a world where lies are common and superficiality is accepted easily. Not only does it make you special and one of a kind, but it also makes people want you to be a part of their lives. Being true to yourself and showing it sends a strong message about your worth, and it also helps make the world a better place where everyone is recognized and valued for who they really are. Every single one of us has a deep, hidden secret that we don't like to share with others. Not only do we protect our own value when we keep a part of ourselves for ourselves, but we also spark wonder, making an irresistible pull. This not only makes you feel better about your own self-worth, but it also leads to deeper relationships based on shared respect and a desire to understand each other. The seventh strategy is to keep things mysterious. When you meet a new person, their soft surprise often makes you want to learn more about them. Not only is this a social event, but it's also a basic part of human nature, a deep desire to know more. Stoic thought is based on this idea, which not only makes a person more valuable in other people's eyes, but also makes them irresistible. Think of yourself as an open book. Each page has new information and lessons to teach you. People who are naturally curious will join you on your journey of discovery, which will make every talk an exciting adventure. People who listen to you become not only storytellers, but also sources of motivation, making others wonder, what else can I learn from this person? Increasing appreciation through knowledge isn't just about getting more information. It's also about sharing what you know and using it in real life. When you share your life lessons, you let other people into your life and build relationships that are deep and important. Sharing makes your life and the lives of those around you better. The respect you get from this isn't something that can be faked or bought. It comes from constantly learning more and more, which shows that you are committed to learning. If you can share your knowledge and experience, people will not only value you, but also look up to and admire you. In the end, making people beg for you isn't just about keeping things about yourself a secret. It's about giving and growing all the time, making yourself an irresistible source of inspiration. Accept that you will always be learning new things. This will serve as a lesson to always be trying to get better, which will create real value for you and those around you. What would happen to your life if you kept this sense of mystery? Are you ready to use it in your daily life? Please share your stories below so that we can all learn. 8th strategy: be careful with your words. Imagine that you are at a social event or online and you feel compelled to talk about everything in your personal life. But remember the power of discipline in times like these. Today's world of social media and constant connection makes us want to share everything, from big wins to small complaints. Still, it's very important to be very selective about what we share and who we share it with. This isn't just a lesson in self-control. It's also a warning to value our own privacy and keep our minds safe. A successful businessman friend of mine once had to make a big choice. Should he tell everyone about his future project? There was a lot of competition in the market he worked in, and knowledge was valuable. That's when he remembered what the philosopher Seneca had said. The wise man lacks nothing but needs many things. The fool, on the other hand, lacks everything but needs nothing, because he doesn't know how to use anything. Instead of telling everyone about the project, he chose to keep it a secret and only tell a small group of trusted workers and partners. As a result, the project got off the ground without any interference or copying from rivals, which gave it a big edge over them. Not only did he show how powerful discipline can be, but he also kept the trust and respect of those around him. Being restrained is not only a way of life, it's also a plan. Before you share something, ask yourself, will this information help me in the long run? Can it make people trust and respect you? If you don't know the answer, it might be best to keep it to yourself. Keep in mind that being discreet is a sign of strength. By being restrained, we not only keep ourselves safe from unnecessary dangers, but we also build a strong personal image that makes others naturally want to learn about and eventually appreciate our true worth. In this way, we show not only knowledge, but also self-respect, which gets you noticed, admired, and maybe even asked to come see us and share. 9th strategy: learn how to receive things well. It's possible that the trade will make our spiritual and community lives better. Accepting art not only makes life more interesting, but it also helps build a culture of kindness, unity, and mutual support, which are the 5 main ideas behind Stoicism. The first is recognizing that we are all connected. We know that we are naturally linked to God and other people, and we know that being self-sufficient and cocky can cut us off from the rich fabric of community support and God. The second is learning to be grateful. When we accept grace, we develop a thankful heart that sees the kindness of others and the material, emotional, and spiritual gifts that are given upon us. The third thing is to teach humility. Acceptance teaches us to be humble by telling us that we are not perfect, and that being wise means recognizing our flaws and needs. Fourth is making the neighborhood better. By letting others accept us as we are, we build community ties and show that everyone is free to talk about their needs and weaknesses. Being vulnerable with each other is what builds trust and deep connections. Fifth is pushing people to be kind. Accepting things with grace makes other people more likely to open their hearts to giving, which creates a setting where generosity grows. Small things you can do every day can help you learn how to truly accept others. For example, when someone thanks you, say thank you, which shows that you understand what they were trying to say. When you need it, ask for help and see it as a chance to build relationships. Take feedback in a healthy way, seeing it as a chance to improve yourself. Say thank you in public for acts of kindness, no matter how small. By taking these steps, we not only make our own lives better, but we also help build a society of kindness, unity, and helping each other. Acceptance is not a sign of weakness then. It is a deep expression of strength, resilience, and awareness of the fact that we are all human and divine. Please leave a comment below if you agree with our point of view. This is an example of the art of acceptance. When life gets hard, we often look within to find the strength to get through it. But where does that strength come from? What makes someone not only get back up after falling, but also stronger and more resilient? Join us for the last strategy in today's lesson. Here you'll be reminded of how to train yourself to be unwavering and persistent, which is a journey that Stoic philosophy clearly describes. 10th strategy: build up your strength and stamina. Stoicism shows us how to tell the difference between things we can control and things we can't. Accepting that many outside factors, like other people's thoughts or actions, or unexpected life events, are out of our control, is the first step to becoming resilient. This understanding is not a sign of giving up. It is a strong decision to put our energy and effort into what we do, think, and feel. When you follow this concept, you give off a calm and sure vibe that makes people want to be around you. They don't see you as a reed that moves with the wind. They see you as a mountain that stands firm, even when it rains. Resilience comes from regularly facing problems and sticking with things even when they are uncomfortable. It means seeing problems not as obstacles that can't be gotten past, but as chances to learn and grow. Stoic tasks, like choosing to be hard on yourself and thinking about hard times, are not just tests. They are ways to make your mind stronger. People are inspired by your stories of sticking with things even when things got hard. You become a symbol of hope and proof of the strong will of people everywhere. People naturally want to be with people who have these traits because they see them as leaders, friends, and partners. Stoicism gives people a way of looking at problems that doesn't just see them as problems, but as ways to grow. This change in point of view changes how we see life. What used to look like insurmountable rocks are now just stepping stones. People will start to look to you for help and company, not just because you are strong, but also because you share a vision that turns hardship into opportunity. Let us leave you with a few last words before we end today's lesson. On this thought-provoking trip, we've looked at 10 strong Stoic strategies that can change not only how other people see and value you, but also how you see and value yourself. We think that everyone has a special path to follow. In what ways has this theme changed your path? Any thoughts on us all? Please share them before we end. Don't forget that every click, share, and subscribe is a big boost for us. You can show that you like this content and want to see more by clicking this button. Don't forget to click the bell to get new and important lessons from the world of Stoic philosophy sent straight to your phone. Watch the vids that are shown at the end of this one. Thanks for being here with us today. Keep going, keep working hard, and most of all, keep shining. We're excited to be with you every step of the way.